Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. This is Liz Fernay, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. This was something I did not know, or maybe I did and just forgot it, but the 5 interlocking rings in the Olympic logo are black, blue, red, green, and yellow. But why? Because at least one of those colors appears on every single flag. We need a few new countries that use purple and fuchsia in their flags. All right, now let's get into the news, shall we? A 62-year-old man died in another house fire in Pasadena yesterday early morning. A BGE contractor reported the fire, and the firefighters found significant flames coming from the first floor. The fire was controlled in about 30 minutes, and when the firefighters searched the home, they found the deceased. Anne Arundel County Fire Department investigators are working to determine the cause of the fire, which is currently listed as undetermined. Officials confirmed that smoke detectors were present and functioning in the home. This marks the 3rd fire-related death in Anne Arundel County in 2025. Fox 45 reports that an argument over alleged bullying may have led to a fatal shooting at a school bus stop in Annapolis. The incident, which occurred last Wednesday morning on Clay Street near Bates Street, resulted in the death of a 36-year-old John Sims Jr. and the injury of an 11-year-old boy who was shot in the foot. Tanisha Sims, the victim's wife, said her husband was unarmed when he was shot multiple times after a confrontation with a couple at the bus stop. She alleges that the woman maced her and her children, prompting her husband to react before the woman's boyfriend pulled the trigger. The suspect, 31-year-old Roscoe Jerome Jones of Oxon Hill, remains at large as law enforcement continue the search. The tragedy occurred just days before the couple's 1-year wedding anniversary, leaving the family devastated. Mark your calendars for the return of Taste of Spring on April 27th in West Street, Annapolis. This annual event will feature a variety of food, live music, and entertainment celebrating the flavors and cultures of the season. Local vendors and restaurants will showcase their best dishes, and attendees can enjoy an afternoon of fun in one of the most city's vibrant areas. More details on participating restaurants and performers will be announced in the coming weeks. This Saturday, John will sit down with Art Dandridge from Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. If you have an aging loved one, and we all do, this is one for you to listen to. That drops at noon on Saturday. And by now, you know the drill. Please let your friends, neighbors, colleagues know about our daily news brief recap email. It's free. It comes to your inbox every night at 7 p.m. and will keep you up to speed on top of all local news stories. And it's paywall free. Dropping a link for you in the show notes. All right, now let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you. We also thank our sponsors for this daily news brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, the Bay Bridge and Annapolis Spring Sailboat Shows, and Mac Medics. So now you need to hang tight. Again, we don't have your Eye on Annapolis weather coming up. However, Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is here with Annapolis After Dark. All that is coming up in just a bit, so stick around.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, March 26th through Sunday, March 30th. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also all three websites for the full schedule. We update the Facebook posts and all three websites with changes and cancellations so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday. Start with Happy Hour with Michael K. of Pretty Big Deal at Middleton Tavern. Troll Tribe Duo, which is Jason and Matt, will be jamming out at Stan & Joe's on West Street. You can start with Happy Hour with Nate Finn up at Brian Baru in Severna Park. Rich Mascari will be at Galliano's and Wall Chapel up in Gambrills. Keith Sykes will be making his debut at Gina's Cantina in Millersville. And under my other things to do listed at the bottom of each day, trivia at Annapolis Market House. Thursday, get to the point for Brian Ewald. Gretna Green will be at Romulo's in Severna Park. And under my other things to do listed at the bottom of each day, open mic night up at Copper Creek, which used to be Shooters in Severna Park. This week will be hosted by Uncle Bill. Weekend music. Friday, Jennifer Schimpf will be at the Lodge in Annapolis. Mac Heat will be making their debut at Annapolis Smokehouse. Bonda and Bentley will be rocking out at Stan & Joe's on West Street. Doug Segree will be at Old Stein Inn in Edgewater for the Firm Brewing Tap Takeover. Those are always fun. Pete Best of Peterbilt will be at Pirates Cove down in Galesville. Fred and Wilma, which is Joey Fitz and Elizabeth from Red Buddy and the Ruckus, will be at Langways in the Crofton Gambrills area. And up in the Dena, Mike Sharp will be playing the early shift at Twain's Tavern in the Pasadena, Severna Park area. And Meg Murray and Angie Miller will be at the Office in Pasadena. Over on the shore, Rickshaw Lizard will be rocking Ram's Head Shore House. Saturday, music is back on weekends in Market Space in downtown Annapolis, and Mike Sharp will be playing this Saturday afternoon in front of Federal House. Ben Heemstra of Ben will be at Reynolds Tavern. Higher Hands will be rocking out at Stan & Joe's on West Street. Honey Soul will be rocking downstairs of Middleton Tavern. And after a 4-month break, Ginger and the Other Dave will be at Libations in Millersville. All You Need Band with Nate Finn will be rocking Mothers in Arnold. Noel and Jeff Band will be at Coconut Joe's in Edgewater. Also in Edgewater, Scorpion Rose will be at the Green Turtle in Edgewater. The Highland Brothers will be at Killarney House down in Davidsonville. Brent Austin Dunn will be at Blackwall Barn and Lodge up in Gambrills. And up in the Dena, Rich Mascari will be at the Pit Stop Pub in Pasadena. Over on the shore, Guava Jelly will be at Ram's Head Shore House, and Joey Fitz will be at the Island Pub. Sunday Fun Day, start with brunch in Gambrills with Doug Segree at Blackwall Barn and Lodge, or in the Dena with Michael Waskey at the Rumor Rio in Pasadena. Brent Austin Dunn will be in Market Space outside of Federal House, and Ray Weaver will be ending his American Irish Season Tour at Galway Bay. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to the homepage on your cell phone to make them an app. Then it's just 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.